Hey guys, it's Sam, and this is my June book haul. You guys should be very excited because I stopped watching Good Omens to film this. I'm on episode 3 and I started today. So, it's dedication. So June included BEA and BookCon, so this will also have my BEA and BookCon haul, which features 2 books, which is why it's included in this haul. In case any of you were wondering, like, where's your haul? I got 2 things. Because I didn't go for the battle royale that is trying to get ARCs. Sure didn't. But while we're on the topic of BEA and BookCon, let's talk about my crowning achievement for that weekend. And that is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, my most anticipated read of this year, of which I've already read. So I'll briefly talk about it in my wrap-up, which is coming up later, but the full review is not going to come out until closer to when this releases. I already plan on rereading it before release if I have the time on my schedule and everything. I was very excited. This is signed by her. I got a photo with her. It was everything that I wanted. I am very happy to have this in my hands. And the other BEA book that I got was The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. This is an 1800s vampire story set in New Orleans. And I'm very excited for the resurgence of vampires. Makes me very happy. I loved The Wrath and the Dawn. I did not like her second series, The Flame and the Mist. I only read the first book and did not like it. And this book I'm hoping just reignites my love for her, and I feel like she would do vampires really well if she's the Renee Ahdieh that wrote The Wrath and the Dawn. Can't wait. I'm gonna probably save this for fall because it is a fall read. I think it comes out in October. Speaking of book festivals, I wanted to talk about Midsummer Night's Mayhem by Rajani LaRocca, and this is one of our BookNet Fest book club books. So if you guys have been following along, BookNet Fest is taking place in September this year, as it usually does. I will put some information for it on the screen, and this is one of our book club books in which everyone, whether they're attending or not, can read this book. There will be discussion panels, live book clubs happening for the book club books at the event, and read-alongs and Q&As and Twitter chats after the event so that everybody that wants to participate can. And this is an adorable little middle grade story about a Indian American girl and her family bakery and a little bit of magic, kind of almost sounds like magical realism and everything mixed in. So if you're interested in participating in the book club with us, definitely check this one out. Then I was sent a very lovely gift from my dear friend, Jess Reads Books. I was talking a few weeks ago about how I really wanted to read a romance book, and I listed a couple of them on Twitter, but I was just very sad because I couldn't get them from our library. They were just as expensive as physical copies on Kindle, and I just didn't want to delve into a genre that I'm not super familiar with like a high cost when I have all these books on my shelf. And Jess actually DM'd me and she's like, girl, I want to send you The Unhoneymooners. So Jess sent me The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This is an adult romance story and it follows 2 main characters who don't like each other. They're in each other's siblings' wedding, so the main character's sister is getting married to the love interest's brother, and they do not like each other. Well, everybody in the wedding party and in the wedding gets sick except for them, including the bride and groom, so they have to go on the honeymoon. And everything kind of goes from there. I'll talk more about it in my review of it, but just know this is a wonderful romance book and something that very much appealed to me, and I'm not a romance reader, but this may convert me to read it slightly more. Jess is also a very kind soul and got me something else off of my wish list, and that is Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This is set in the world of the Remnant Chronicles. It's a duology. I think the second book just came out or is coming out very shortly. I have been wanting to read this and then just haven't been able to because I haven't been able to justify to myself buying it when I have so many books on my shelf. And now I have the first book so I can get into it because I just love this world. And The Remnant Chronicles is one of my favorite series of all time, and I still think about it, and I would love to reread it in the future soon, in the next like 3 to 5 years. So I'm very interested to get back into this world and see what's going on. There's a lot of good stuff in this haul. The next thing that I got, this book haul, is the best of the year basically. Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I asked the publisher for this, wrote to them basically outlining all of the times that I've reviewed her books, all of the like covers that I've done of her, and interviews I've done with her, and people who said they've read her books because of me, and they graciously sent this to me after I basically begged. I was like, please, I deserve this, I'm a good person. And I cannot wait to read this. I've been sort of putting it off because I want to be able to discuss this book with someone. Thankfully, when I already read The Starless Sea, I have friends that have also already read The Starless Sea. I'm not sure who all has read Ninth House, but again, it's like I can't talk about it with the community, and I just want to, so I'm kind of waiting a little bit to fall because I feel like fall is a good time for this, but I can see this being a late August, early September read, but this is Leigh Bardugo's venture into adult. This has nothing to do with the Grishaverse, and it takes place at Yale, and it's kind of a darker, you know, magic is around the corner type of contemporary fantasy story that has to do, I think, with like cults, and it's very dark and it's adult, and she's been talking about how it's adult and how it has nothing to do with the Grisha, and just to know that it's adult and dark, and I cannot wait. I also ordered a special edition of this. I think it was, I forget which place was doing a special edition, but there's a black cover that has like an iridescent, almost raven colored snake on it, and I was like, I need that immediately. So I pre-ordered that as well. Ninth House also comes out in October. I then was sent a book from Bowser and Bray, and I usually do not talk about books that I'm sent unsolicited, and because I don't end up keeping them most of the time, so they don't appeal to me at all, but this book I hadn't heard of, and I was hearing about more after I'd gotten it, and it sounds like it appeals to me on so many levels. And that is The Wise and the Wicked by Rebecca Podos. And this is about a girl who's from a family of Russian witches, but they have apparently been losing their powers over time, and the only power that does remain is that at their 18th birthday, they get a flash of who they will be when they die. And this also has a magical woods element to it, it sounds like. So Russian and Eastern European folklore, mythology, magical woods maybe. This is going to appeal to me on a lot of levels, so I'm definitely going to be trying this one out. My air conditioning has been broken on and off for the last week, and I have to film with all of my lights with no air conditioning and no fan on, so I kind of want to die. I also got two other non-bookish things at BEA and BookCon, and these are from a subscriber that actually came up to me. I will leave her Instagram down below, and I basically started crying because she, like, it was just something, it was so sweet that she got me something, and it was something so targeted to me, and it's two s'mores flavored desserts, one of which I've eaten, the other one of which I've eaten and now bought more for myself. So one was Pop Insanity S'mores Artisanal Popcorn, which is so freaking good, so I'm gonna hunt it down myself if I can find any more of it. But this was caramel popcorn with like dark chocolate drizzles, marshmallow, and like graham crackers, almost like the graham cracker cereal, not the actual graham crackers. Because she heard my video where I was talking about s'mores desserts and how most s'mores desserts are mostly chocolate when a s'more is actually mostly graham cracker and marshmallow. And then the s'mores Oreos are out, which is also completely on brand. I'm just like, thank you for knowing me so well. So these are graham cracker Oreo with a marshmallow and chocolate filling, and they're amazing. I bought myself 4 other sleeves of these after I finished her package. So now I've gone through 2 packages. They're so good. And now it's time for this month's Owlcrate box. As you guys know, I am an Owlcrate affiliate, so every month Owlcrate sends me a box to unbox for you guys. So if you're interested in getting your own Owlcrate box, I will leave my link down below for a percentage off. That does not financially benefit me in any way, that's just for you guys. Ooh, and this month's theme is Libraries of Wonder, so this will hopefully feature a bunch of stuff from books that have wonderful libraries in them. I can't wait. I said last month when this got announced that I really wanted some Nevernight library because dead library. Ooh, the first thing is a Libraries of Wonder coaster set featuring quotes by Sarah J. Maas, Victoria Schwab, J.K. Rowling, and Rachel Kane. Ooh, these are very pretty. When in doubt, go to the library. Imagine a place where the dead rest on shelves like books. Books spoke mind to mind, soul to soul, and across the abyss of time and distance. And libraries were full of ideas, perhaps the most dangerous and powerful of all weapons. These are wonderful bookish coasters. I love. And then we have a little Owlcrate exclusive Book Bow Brew, which I believe, I don't know if it says tea or coffee. No, it's coffee. And this is Bell's Library. Nutty, bright, and a touch of this provincial life. The little coffee grounds. I always try to, oh, I can smell that one. I can smell the coffee through this one. Ooh, these are little Owlcrate exclusive magical lamppost bookends. I believe these are probably from Narnia. I could be wrong, but I believe, yep, it's Narnia. It's a little bookends, which I need some on my TBR shelf actually, so this is perfect. Got a little tote bag, and this says, dream up something wild and improbable, which is a quote from Laini Taylor. It is the magical city of Weep, I'm sure. Oh my god. The book this month is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I already have an arc of this that I've been I was thinking about reading it this month actually. And this is a finished copy in an Owlcrate exclusive edition. Look at how beautiful. So I'm very excited, but 1, because I was already excited about this book, already planning on reading it. 2, I don't have to add a book to my TBR because I already own this. And it is so stunning and so beautiful. I love the green cover, that's the original, but purple is also great, so it's so pretty. And all of the Owlcrate books do come signed and with exclusive covers. There's also always a letter from the author, and this month there's also a sticker to go along with it. And every month there is a collectible enamel pin that goes along with the book. So this says Child of the Library. Little monthly pin. And much like Margaret Rogerson's first book, An Enchantment of Ravens, this is a story that's also about the Fae, and it follows a main character who's a foundling, and she grows up in the great library of the city where she lives in, and there's obviously an adventure, but that's the library tie-in, so very, very excited to get to this. Then every month there's a little newsletter that features like the before and afters on the covers and information about some of the artists and stuff that are involved. And next month's theme is tournaments and trials. And in every July box, it'll include a mug in our series from artist Kara Kozik. So this is going to be another mug that's a Harry Potter mug. Those are some of the only mugs that I collect, so I'm very excited to get another one, and this is going to be the Goblet of Fire mug, so I'm very excited for this. So that is it for my June book haul and Owlcrate unboxing. Comment down below and let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, but also if there's any book that you like are really excited for me to read. There's so many good picks in this stack that all of them are like totally valid choices. I don't even know how to prioritize because there's so much good stuff. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.